Welcome back to another video. Today is 11th March, 8 p.m. The market is closed and the stock that we'll be discussing is going to be a Meta, known as Facebook as well, but it got changed. It is called Meta in the market. It is interesting. The stock, we know it has turned around a big way, and we are looking to see what are the targets. Right now it closed at 483. Last two days it got hammered 40 bucks, which is approximately 8%. What I'm trying to see over here, if there is any opportunity to enter and see what are the targets. So right now we are just gonna look at the run that happened from September 23, where it was around 85 88 bucks. Actually, if you see, there is a slope that was maintained over here. It was this slope, then it changed the angle a little bit, and this is what happened after that. And you will be surprised to see one more thing after that. What happened is this slope was extended, this slope was met over here in recent run, if we see. So surprising, right? Symmetry happens in the chart on a time-to-time basis as well. So the goal over here is it is over here, it is following this big black line over here. There is one slope that was sharp actually over here, but even sharper one, it went back over here angle, and this angle is not that aggressive in nature. So we are trying to see if it's going to slow down, and what are the supports or value buying opportunity comes, and we are trying to find that. Right now it's at 483. So what we're going to do, we are just going to go on the larger scale right now. So this is the angle that I wanted to show you in a smaller time frame. After the earnings, we've seen a huge bounce over here, 100 bucks, I believe, 80 bucks, 100 bucks. Yes, it's interesting to see what Meta has been doing since that run from 80. So this is our weekly chart, bar chart over here. If you see, I'm calling this 1-0, the correction happened. If you see, the valuation was almost given up 78%. So based on that, the next wave is going to be 1.618. So these 670 is one target, or if it's going to be shorter, then this is our target, 588. That's for wave 3, which is running here right now. And if we see a little bit aggressive, it could go 818 or something, and 740 is one of them as well. So these are just, so we just mark it as a green line. Right now it's 724 over here. I mark it, there is a reason, but 740, look for 740 for right now, and you will see in the later slides that why I revised it to 724. So that's what I wanted to show you. Please notice one more thing over here, the run that happened from 80 bucks over here. Let's put the time frame 88 bucks to here. So valuation was 236. The next run that happened from around 280, I believe, to somewhere around, what is this, 480, or what is yeah, so that's 246 in valuation. So almost symmetric, 240 run from here, then we've seen some correction, and that, excuse me, again 240 run over here. Interesting, right? You will, so based on that theory, I'm just saying, based on that, it's not, there is no proven strategies, there is no proven any theories for this, that okay, based on that it goes to 724. Let's see. But earlier we had seen 740. Why I'm revising 724? If in case it's short in running that 740, yes, but if it's short, and elite wave calculations, you have to give a margin of at least 3 to 5%. I know it's huge margin if you are talking at 735 bucks, but yes, it happens time to time. We have to have that much flexibility. So what I'm trying to show you, this is not based on any strategies or any theory, but just observe the chart over here. So I just want to show you what happened from the run that is 238 in the valuation. One run was 108, and the second run was in the valuation of 159, and this run is over here, and we are right now at 483. Just try to add those 108 and 160 in the value at 483, where you will come. So very first one is 588 coming. If you see, the next one is 636, and if you add 240, which we did earlier, which is 724, and this one 588, 1.382, that's Fibonacci base target, 679, right? What we see here, one of them is 588. So 588 becomes crucial to me. The next target that is I'm interested is going to be 714. So there is something that's a magnet over here, 588 and 724 actually to me. And in the middle target, there is a 670. In this slide, what I'm trying to show you is, if you see the run that happened from, let me pull out this. So the correction that happened took 30% out of the valuation. This value, if you see, this is a Fibonacci retracement over here. So that took the 30% out. One more thing I want to show, 2.72. Please keep an eye on 2.72. It's not exact at 335, but this run stopped at 325. And so that is one. And observe this run over here. And the correction that happened took exactly 30% out. So this wave that happened, 30% was gone. This wave that happened, 30% gone. Now we are going to see 280, the wave from 280. Observe one more thing, the valuation of this 2.72, where it comes. So that's what I was trying to show you earlier. 2.72 of Fibonacci of this one, this run comes to 335, and we seen 325. Now observe the Fibonacci. This is the Fibonacci retracement, 524, and where we came, 524. Voila, there is something 2.72 in this. There is no theory based on that, but each and every chart, each and every run has the characteristic. Somehow 2.272. There is something with meta and 2.272 here at this moment. You can see it more detail over here. So if you see the 70% came, so 30% was given up here. Same thing, 30% was given up. So let's calculate what is the 30% of this run over here from 280 to 524, right? 2.72. We will not talk about this 2.72 right now, but for the future, once we reach 588 and 670, we will talk about it. Now I want to show you this one. Right now where we are is 483 right now, and 469 comes 22% correction, and the 448 comes your 30% correction over here, which I draw the line 449 and 471 right now, right? So these are the Fibonacci 23% correction, and this one is 30% correction. If you see, there is a gap over here. What do you see? There was a gap. It came down a little bit and then jump back. What do you see here? Gap up, it came down a little bit, then again up. What if it's gonna do same thing here? Not this chart. Let's see in this one. What if it's gonna fill up a little bit gap over here? What we are seeing, this is my daily chart still. This is my 13-day moving average in the green ball. This is red one is my 26-day moving average, and this one is my 52-day moving average. If you see, the valuation comes, one is 472 and the second one comes around 446, 437 actually. And what we are looking, based on the correction of the Fibonacci retracements, one is 472 to hold it, or second one is 449 actually. Let's go back here. So 448, and the next one, top one is 469, and one more 428, but that's too far, right? Could be a possibility, but we will see what's happening actually before that goes to 428. I'm not saying that it's going to go. We have to always think about the probabilities of it happening, and you have to consider those parallel channel as well. This one, and excuse me, there is one more. Let me show you. This is based on our 4-hour chart. So the green has been turned negative right now. The red is turning the slope actually, and this one is still intact, right? The bigger one, 52. Let's see the last run, what happened, right? So I'm just talking after the earnings over here that we had seen the bounce over here. So if you see, this is my wave 1 ended here. This is the correction. Then the wave 3 here, 4 here, and 5 here. What happens? There is a theory that the final wave has a tendency of being corrected fully, so on a time-to-time basis. So right now 480, this wave, as long as it sustains, that's a healthy correction, and there is a chance that it will not correct to the entire wave sequence of wave 5. So there is a good chance we will not even see 469 or 470 and 450, and it will just bounce back from here. But the way the correction I see it happening over here, it's kind of happening in A, zigzag B, and C, and then we can see probably on a smaller time frame the tiny waves, 1, 2, 3, and 5 waves. I mean 3 waves coming down and 2 counter waves this way in this. So based on that theory, actually we had went a little bit down on it, so I don't think it's going to sustain it. And if it comes to 470 to 450, actually it will be an interesting buy, with keeping in picture the bigger target that we are looking approximately 700 on a good time. So if you put that on a percentage basis of whatever the valuations right now is, we are looking somewhere around 40 to 50% on the valuations, right? So could be interesting buy. So if you're wondering, if you do not have exposure, and if you see it's bouncing back from 450, that would be a good time to invest it. Let me show you one more thing about the correction in the valuation over here. So this one was the valuation, correction valuation was 30 bucks. This one is the correction of 80 bucks. So normally there is a tendency that it will stop at 52, or it would be a combined correction. I have seen the combinations, I mean basically combination of 80 becomes 80 over here. So I will go 80 is a good sustainable correction if it happens. And if that happens, the same pattern that it's been following, this one, excuse me, gap up and then filling out a little bit and bouncing back, you see over here as well. So that will happen, same thing here, and this line will be intact actually. So this purple line over here at the bottom, that is, you can draw it, it's very easy on TradingView. So let's see, I think this will be a good buy, and symmetry happens on time to time. Please observe on many charts actually. So that's our meta, and it's going to be interesting. Target we are looking is 700 and higher. So the chart what we are seeing is Renko, and as I said, meta target is 700, and 460 to 440 would be a good buy. The reason to come here based on this chart, this is Renko. I want to show you something. This is the run that happened. You have to understand one thing. When, let's assume that it came down, it went up, it came down, then it was coming back up. So this one was taken out, then it's called a breakout, then there is a run. If you see, double top or double bottom acts as a reversal time to time. Let me show you this one over here. It went up a little bit, then it did not sustain, then we reversed a little bit, it did not stop here. On some time to time double bottom, I mean, there is a good chance that it will react back over here as well. Renko, do not trade based on Renko. Renko is a different concept. If you go and start trading based on Renko, yeah, there will be a huge losses if you do not understand the chart actually. So over here, what I wanted to show you is the lows actually, right, was getting higher. The high was actually getting higher, but now the lows are coming lower and highs are becoming lower. How far we will go, we don't know, but based on the theory, most probably we are going to visit 450. So keep an eye on Renko. Renko is very useful in finding the trend actually. It's very easy to see it, it cancels out the noise. Second thing, Renko gives you good support and resistance without going in detail. By here, just looking, that you can see, I mean, this would be a good support, and this could be this one of this could act as a good support. Let's say this one 460, and the next target, if it's coming down, then what we're going to look is somewhere around over here 319 in the worst case, right? It's not going to happen, but these are the support that tells you, and what could be the resistance as well if you are going to revisit them. So this is Renko. Let me show you one more thing. So the green ones, right, green clusters are actually shorter EMAs. The red ones are basically longer EMAs, bigger in the valuations. These are shorter, I mean 3, 5, 8, 13. 13 is dark green, then I change it to 26 is here. This one is 52 and 60 EMAs. What I wanted to show you is when the green ones are coming down, this one acts as a support and it bounces back time to time. If it goes down straight, then it's going to go down, and this one could act as a support. If it breaks, then it's going to go down actually. Longer play, if you want to say this one, the green came down, this one did not sustain, but this one acted as a good support when green coming. So there is a good chance it will bounce. This one, you know, there was a chance that it can come down over here, because this one could have turned negative slope over here, but there was a bounce. So you have to understand how the EMAs or a moving average works, and that's basically a sentiment of the traders, and many algos actually using EMA based play as well. On this one, you have to see that our the green, which is 13, turned negative over here. This one also negative. It says 5-minute Renko chart, but Renko charts are different. It's not basically 5 minute in the valuations. If you see, this one is March 8, 24, 13, 40. Next one is not 5. It's actually March 8, 1420 to 220, and this one is 140. So to form this break for Renko, it took approximately 40 minutes. It's a valuation of $2. So to achieve $2, it took 40 minutes for Meta. So that's how it is. You should look at it. It's not as what we see in the candlestick. So please do not trade based on Renko. Renko is just to visualize it properly, and it gives you good trend, whether it's upward, downward, and it gives you clear picture than the candlestick. But candlesticks are very useful as well to understand many key points. So this is our candlestick on a daily basis. Please observe there is a gap down, so there is a tendency to get filled as well, and there is a tendency that we have seen on time to time. It makes a curve like this, and the ride continues. So we have extended our rally over here on the angle basis. There could be a chance that we could follow. There is a center line going over here, and this will act as a good support, and then we can bounce back over here. So 450 to 470, actually 463 I'm going in. I have already ordered in at 463. I study Elliott wave. If you are investing, please, everyone's risk appetite is different, so I would not advise you to trade based on my theories, but it would be good to observe. And if you like it, you can do your own research based on the studies and follow your own logic or strategies, I will say. Thank you for watching.